Hey guys, happy Friday. I'm meteorologist Christine Gormley, and today we've got some hail to talk about. We've got a hail risk in Ohio Valley for this afternoon, and we've got a cooler weekend ahead of us, and we also have some warmth on the way, still tracking it for you guys next week. Tuesday, Wednesday is what that's looking like, so but I'll get into all those details here in just a minute. But before we get into the forecast, we're still doing our Raising Hail Tour 2024. Discount code is right there. We've got one left. And if you guys are interested in that, wanting to know more about it, go to our Hail Trace Facebook events page. It is still going on this February. We've got one more left, like I said. So also take advantage of that discount code, scan that QR code on the top of your screen, get all that information. So right now we've got some rain down in Houston and Louisiana and some snow up in Illinois. And yeah, so temperatures right now are in the 40s. We're dry here in the plains. We've got some cloud cover over us here in Oklahoma and Texas, and 70s and 60s down south, 40s and 20s up north. So we've got that cold air just spilling down from the north for you guys today. That's going to continue into tomorrow and Sunday. So here's some of what the temperatures look like today. So right now we're in the 40s in Oklahoma City, 70s in Dallas, and much colder up north, 16 degrees up in Minnesota, 30s where some of that snow will be later on, and some 60s. So that's right now. So moving the clock to this evening, 40s, as that cold front pushes through south, we're going to get into the 40s. So this afternoon, if you're in Arkansas, just be aware we've got some isolated chances for some severe storms this afternoon, very isolated. So and then snow up in Ohio and Indiana and portions of the northeast, I should say, this evening and this afternoon. So temperatures are going to be cold today, and we got some precip to talk about and some potential for some storms today. So it's going to be chilly if you're out roofing today. Winds are very high also here in Oklahoma City, gusting to 30 to 40 miles per hour, depending on where you are. So that is something also to keep mindful of today if you're in the OKC metro. So currently right now we're in the 40s in Oklahoma City, 44 in OKC, 46 in Norman, and just 40s all the way around. We've got, like I said, that northerly wind gusting at 30 to 40 miles per hour. So yeah, we've got those high clouds over here in OKC. Down in Texas, into the Dallas metro area, 60s, 68 degrees in Dallas, 68 in 70 in Cleburne, and 67 in Fort Worth, and we've got a few clouds up there as well. And going down further south, 69 in San Marcos, 66 in Seguin, and San Antonio, 65 degrees. So we've got that rain down in Houston, 66 degrees, a little cooler, 63 in Galveston, and much colder in the Front Range region in Denver, 27 and 30s around that area. So like I said, winds are gusting to 30 to 40 miles per hour in central Oklahoma for today, and that's going to continue on this afternoon as that low pressure system moves across the northern plains and into the Ohio Valley this evening and tonight. And then this is where that line of storms is going to really set up and move southeast and stretch all the way northeast, and that's where we're going to get the potential for some severe winds going into this evening, and even some potential for isolated areas to see some thunderstorms, maybe even some severe storms in the central Arkansas region this evening and tonight. So that'll be maybe even 40 to 60 mile per hour winds possible in that area as that cold front pushes southeast. So getting into that hail forecast for you guys today, there is a chance to see quarters, maybe even $half of hail, maybe even larger, some isolated areas in this region, in this swath area, in Little Rock, Memphis, all the way down that highway corridor and going into the central portions of Arkansas. And so that's going to be at the beginning of the event between 1 and 3 p.m. this afternoon when storms really start to get going. And then it's going to turn into a squall line, and that'll be more of a wind threat as it moves to the south and the southeast. And that's where we get into the wind forecast for today. There will be some isolated chances to see some high wind gusts in that area in central Arkansas where you see those isolated thunderstorms where we could have some hail in that area, and you could have some high winds as well. But when those storms start to become a little bit more elevated and more of a squall line, they will become more of a wind threat, and that is extended down further south in Louisiana and further east in Mississippi. So that's something to keep aware of. So this is what it looks like on future radar, starting the clock around 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. That's when storms are going to start to fire up, maybe even a little earlier than that, and they will just start to start going between 2 and 4 p.m. Between 2 and 6 p.m. this evening and this afternoon along that highway 40, I believe, in Little Rock, and it'll be kind of isolated, so that's where we're going to get that chance for hail. In the early onset of this event, it's going to move southeast, become a line of storms, and then become more of a wind threat as it moves down into Highway 55 in Mississippi, and then it'll move off to the southeast further this evening and tonight, and the chance for severe storms are going to be really low at that point, so not too much of a concern as we get later into the evening for tonight. So this is what the jet stream looks like, our overall pattern for today and this weekend. That low pressure system is going to give us that chance for severe weather, and it's also a cold front, so we're going to get temperatures are going to be much colder on the back end of that going into tonight and into your Saturday. Temperatures tomorrow are supposed to be in the 30s here in Oklahoma, and across the south and the Midwest, of course, will be much colder, and the plains will be much colder as well going into this weekend. So Monday, another low pressure system. Right now it's a little early to tell what that's going to do, but maybe could get some high winds out of that, maybe get some something out of that. We'll have to keep you guys updated on that for Monday here in the Missouri and Arkansas area in the Midwest region for Monday. And then we've got an area of high pressure coming in. Tuesday and Wednesday will be much warmer in the plains and in the southeast as well. 70s and maybe even potentially low 80s for some of us. Definitely 80s down south for sure with that high pressure system, what it's looking like right now. And so that's sunshine, quiet. We're going to be quiet going into Tuesday and Wednesday, and then as that low pressure system out west moves in, we could start to see some more action later on in the week. So future temperatures this weekend, this is Saturday at 12 p.m. around lunchtime. It's going to be in the 30s in Oklahoma City, 36 degrees, maybe even a little lower than that, maybe 32 to 34 degrees in the metro, and then 40s down south in Texas, in the southeast. You guys will get that cold air as well, 37, 40s, and then 20s and 30s up north. Wind chills in the northeast are going to be in the teens, and maybe even some negative values of that too going into Sunday morning. But going into Saturday, we're still going to be cold in the 40s and lower 40s, upper 30s, and then lower 30s overnight into Sunday, and then it'll just keep getting colder on Sunday. That's when the real cold air really starts to set in, and could see some black ice in the northeast as well for Sunday after that snow moves through Saturday and into Sunday, so be aware of that too. There's definitely going to be some snow on the roofs in the northeast on Saturday, because there is a chance for some snow there as well. But so next 5-day rain chances, definitely out east and northeast. Precipitation is definitely going to happen here in the next 24 hours for sure, and then that atmospheric river out west is still going to be an issue for some of you guys in California. So this is what that looks like. We're dry in the central portions of the United States, but on the coast we're going to see a little bit more rainfall in the southeast as well. So next couple of days for Oklahoma City, 46 today on Friday, and then cooler on Saturday, 50s and 60s and then 70s on Tuesday as that ridge starts to build in. We're going to get some warmer temperatures midweek next week. And then Denver, going to be snowing tonight into tomorrow as those low pressure systems move through. We're going to be in the 30s and then 40s for you guys Saturday and Sunday, and then warming up a little bit Monday and Tuesday, a little bit cooler. So Dallas, same thing. You guys are going to be pretty warm today, and then that cold front's really going to push down and spill that cold air into your Saturday 40s, 50s, and then 60s and 70s on Tuesday. And you guys are looking dry as well. So here's what I was talking about with that snow. So this evening and tonight, we're looking at snow in Denver. It's going to move south into the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma. Not really expecting to get any snow here in the metro of Oklahoma City. And then another system, this is that same system that's bringing that severe weather to portions of Arkansas. That's going to bring snow up into the cold, up a little further north where it's colder. We're going to see some snow. It's going to move off into Cincinnati, New York, Washington. You guys up in the northeast have a chance to see snow out of this. And that'll move out of the way Sunday. Then you guys have a little further up north might see some lake effect snow or some snow as that wraps around. But that's what we're looking at for the next couple of days. Some snow accumulations in Denver between 4 and 6 inches, maybe a little bit more. Bullseyes of more for sure are possible. And then in the northeast, there's portions that could see between 8 to 10 inches in portions of maybe West Virginia. And so up in northern upstate New York possible too as well. So we're going to be, just keep that in mind for your weekend. And extended rain outlook for the next several days into the end of February. Looking a little dry for the southeast and a little wetter for the northeast and wetter for the west as well. So in that extended temperature outlook as well, we're looking warmer here in the central portions of the United States as that ridge starts to build in next week. And so we got temperatures are warmer in the central portions of the United States. And enough hail went in to replace roofs. Well, we're not looking at large hail anytime soon. So, but maybe here in the next several weeks as severe storm season really gets going, we might see something in March. But that's all I have for you guys. We've got Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. You guys can check us out on there, and you guys can also call us at 855-334-4245 or info@hailtrace.com. You guys can go to hailtrace.com as well. You guys can click on that QR code at the top of your screen for any demos or any kind of information you might want. You go to our website. So that's all I have for you guys today. Have a good day.